one, you can call me certified true. I'm the realest nigga, spitting fire in the booth, my nigga. I'm on the quest for greatness. My perception is my reality. I don't fuck with snakes or fake bitches. I never shake their hands. I just dub them and snub them. It's on sight, nigga. I'll turn your slush land into mushland. This is not a joke, my nigga. You can get shot or stabbed or poked, my nigga. Every time I grab the mic, I'm dope, my nigga. Mainstream media manipulates your mind, selling hope, my nigga. I seen real niggas get down, shit down, and they love it. That's not me. I was raised to never trust a fake bitch or fake nigga. Real niggas get down, shit down, and they love it. That's not me. I was raised to never trust a fake bitch or fake nigga. On day two, I'm awake to what these bitches be saying. It's always lies, it's not truths. These women support institutions that's not working for you. I work for myself, and as a man, I'ma stay 10 toes down, my nigga. As a man, my mind is free. I think for myself. Niggas think less and say less. That's why the stress today, my nigga. Looking through the fake world, social media. What is going on? It is the 26th of March, 2024. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You know, this stuff is getting really out of hand. It is. Shocking new video shows Baltimore bridge collapse as divers race to find 6 missing members of the same construction crew who were working when ship struck, sending them and 5 cars plunging 185 feet into 47 feet and into 47 feet river. So it's a Singaporean flag Dali slammed into a concrete support pillar at 1:30 a.m. As many as 20 people remained unaccounted for in the water. 2 were rescued. Airing footage captured the moment Baltimore's key bridge collapsed after being struck by a cargo ship, leaving 5 vehicles submerged in water and 6 construction workers missing. Oh, let me do a mic check just to make sure we good, because that's what I was saying. Yeah. Okay, we're good with that, so that's good. Maryland authorities are using sonar detection devices to search for the crew members who fell into the 47 feet water as they were working to repair potholes on the 185-foot bridge when it collapsed. Governor Westmore declared a state of emergency Tuesday morning following the catastrophic collision, which occurred at about 1:30 a.m. The ship, the Singaporean flag Dali, was 20 minutes into its journey when it slammed into a support column on the bridge. Democrats said the ship's crew managed to issue a mayday before it crashed into the bridge which allowed officials to stop cars from going on the bridge. We're thankful that between that mayday and collapse that we had officials who were able to begin and stop the flow of traffic so more cars would not end up on the bridge. Okay, so let's look at this here. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to play some of the mainstream media news stuff here. Let's end this. And then we're going to put, I think it's sad. I'm disappointed that this happened, but we're in a bad position, man. Bad position. Every time I do this, I keep saying. So they got live footage. So we're going to go with this one. This is the Sun, the Toronto Sun. Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. I got a screen short. Hold on a sec. Okay, so here it is here. Okay, so this is the bridge here. Okay. Look at that. Wow.
Look, he's trying to turn, it looks like, and now he's going right into the beam. Look. Wow. I think, like, yo, that's crazy. Look at that. He's headed right into the beam. Wow, look at that. And then there's the beam there. And now the bridge is. Imagine driving on the bridge and, like,
Part of the Francis Scott Key
you don't
Bridge.
know what happened. That's crazy. Okay, so there's that part. They got some live footage here. Let's take a look.
Here, these are the last two vehicles that make their way.
Air temperature, and there are endless amounts of crews diving in the water, leaving their families at home to go look for these lives that may be lost in the water. Talk about a tragedy.
Jeez, man.
Hey, you think about the terrified family members right now who maybe knew that their loved one was commuting to work in the middle of the night, and they take the Key Bridge every day, and right now they can't get in touch with that loved one. So it is just an absolutely heartbreaking situation, and not knowing right now exactly how many vehicles we're talking about. So we don't know how many people were in those vehicles.
Oh
so
my
these are all
God.
questions that we're really hoping to get answers
That
for
is
very,
sad,
very shortly. This is going to be the main staging area where we are for when the governor does arrive, and for transportation officials. So we're hoping to get some more information from the 6:15 presser in just a few moments. But at 7 o'clock, we might get even more details about what's happening.
So sad,
again,
man.
this happened at 1:30 this morning, and it wasn't like this was a container ship that was out to sea and had been out to sea for a very long time. They were in the middle of this huge voyage. The questions you ask yourself, did the pilot or did the captain fall asleep? Did something like that happen? No. This happened a half an hour into the trip for this cargo ship. They had left Baltimore. According to reports, the Dolly was on its way to Sri Lanka and not expected to reach there until sometime in April. So they were just in the very beginning of this voyage when it hit the Key Bridge and causing this massive collapse. And if you have at all seen the video of this bridge coming down, it's insane.
Crazy.
It comes down within moments. It's reminiscent of a building that's being imploded, and you see the explosions going off, and then all of a sudden the building just completely comes down.
What's going
what
on?
this looks like when the Key Bridge comes down. And
so Primo, what's going on? Turan, what's going on? Welcome. We'll do some, I'll do some content tonight. I should be able to come back. This is just kind of a quick stream just to kind of get some things going, right? He says, "What's up, certified? What's up, dog?" Turan says, "Bro, what's going on, fam? If you want to call in, we can do a call in if you want. It's incompetent at best. Yes, absolutely. You're seeing it. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just got back from the gym. Full workouts, cardio, chest, back. Yeah, cardio, chest, back, everything, man. So we rising, man. We rise. Trust me. You guys support me. I'm gonna make sure I be the best version of myself and destroy the narrative. It's fun doing this. Told you. 1 second, friends. And if you can donate, please hit the donation button. That'd be helpful. Okay, hold on. We're looking at Sky News. We'll go to Sky News. Hold on. Okay, here's some Sky News here. So this is the accident here live. Okay, it says Biden search and rescue operation is our top priority. That's what Biden says. Primo says they push guys like us out of soy coyote or soy coyote. I like that. They push guys like us out of soy coyote and end up with hammerheads behind the wheel. Facts. Crazy. Yeah, I told you, bro. That's why we're gonna cover everything, and we're gonna gauge when we have these conversations with women if they live in delusion. Listen, man, I just got back from the gym, and there was a woman. She got her headphones on. She's doing her workout, and I'm thinking to myself, there's a bunch of dudes here working out. What advantage do you have if they want box from you? What advantage do you have? A female, like and here's the kicker: a bunch of dudes working out, myself included, and this female, she doesn't talk to no one. My question is, what if these guys want box from you, lady? And they're corrupt-minded, one-dimensional dudes that say, we don't care about the charges. We don't care about the violation. What are you going to do? That's the point I'm trying to make. She says nothing to none of them. So I just ignore. So you're going to see panic. Trust me, you're going to see panic. You haven't seen anything yet. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Look at that, bro. I couldn't believe it. I look at my phone. Where was I at? I was downtown. No, I was somewhere. I looked at my phone to look for the news, right? And then this pop up. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. This is amazing. Right? Every day is an escalation. So start preparing. Start preparing, bro. All right. And then I seen that they said the FBI, it's a possibility it could have been the FBI. And, seeing it was a terrorist attack. I don't know, man, but there's mass hysteria. There's mass psychosis going on, bro. Okay, let's play some of this here. Hold on. We're going to get some sound. All right, so there's the bridge. Okay, so we got that. Okay, let's go to this one.
With regular feedback from your...
Turn that on. Let's see. Okay, so there's another one. I'm like, someone doesn't crazy. Oh, you said my live stream cut out? Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. I might have pressed mute or something like that. Let me take a look at that while this is running. Yeah, I got to be careful, you know what I mean? Because I'm running the show and like I'm having conversations. So I'm like, this is why my setup is the way it is. So that way I can look and see the comments. I can see everything that's going on. And I can, that's why I'm sitting the way I'm sitting, because I got to run the show. It's not like somebody's running the show and then I'm like sitting there talking where I can relax and like I can't, right? Unless I, you know what I mean, get somebody to come and do it. But listen, man, I'm a content creator. I'm a real black man. I'm respected offline. People are finally recognizing the respect that I got online. And on top of that, I'm a producer. I make music, and I treat people how I want to be treated. I mirror the energy. People respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the cogs in a machine, I stay away from them. Their conversation, their friendship is meaningless because they don't have anything interesting to say or do or live by. That's the reality of it. Yo, man, Primo says my rent got jacked up and I'll be living outside soon. I don't care though. At least I won't be running on the rent hammer wheel. There are tents everywhere. I don't want you to say that, bro. I don't want to see you living outside, man. And I don't want to see you living in your vehicle or anything. I don't want to see anybody, myself included. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to try to brainstorm some ideas where you can trying to come up with more income to cover the rent. If you move, it's gonna be even more expensive. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? Just do the best you can and try to. This is what I would do, bro. I would try to talk to your landlord because the landlord does not want to go through the tenant review board. Like they don't want to. They do their best, like they'll jack up the rent, but they'll do their best to keep the tenants in so they can keep paying high prices. But see if you can work on an agreement with your with your landlord and see if you can say, listen, I'm going to be short a couple months, but I will get you what your money. You know what I'm saying? Like even myself included. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be I come a little short or whatever like that, but my landlord's pretty reasonable or whatever. So it's cool. I've been in the same place for a while now, right? So try to see if you can work on an agreement. Usually they don't want to really evict you. You know what I'm saying? Because they want the price. They want that money. You know what I'm saying? But bro, if it comes down to it, I would say, rely upon family. If you have family, try to talk to some of your family. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all in this together at the end of the day. If things go south where I'm at, I can, I'm going back to my home province, bro. That was my plan anyway. I'm going back to my home province. Mom, dad, you know, I'm gonna go back there and make sure that they're okay and do what the best I can to make sure they're good. So I have a plan B. But if I was in your position, I would try to work out agreements. There's a thing, bro. Men can, uh, you know, when it comes to going to the gym, if you're facing homelessness, sign up for the gym. There's showers there. That way, you're getting your workout and you can shower as well at the gym, and then you can go about your everyday thing. Okay, so that's what I would say, man. So you can, the system is there where you can do it. And then I think, and then here's another thing, Primo. I would think, see what other, see if there's any programs that are out there that can help you with the rent and stuff like that, right? But they definitely could, men that are homeless, I would suggest that, or facing homelessness, get a gym membership. Get a gym membership. When you need to take a shower, you go to the gym, you get your workout, you take a shower, right? And then you just stack your money. You're not paying rent. And then if you got a friend or if you can build relationships, do the best you can to do that. And if you have to do the coach surfing thing, you can do that, right? Yeah, Primo says I can whatever I want because I don't have a normal job. I can never govern my speech or sell out. Girl was right. We got ostracized out, but in a crazy world, it's a compliment to be an outsider. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like being outside the box. My whole life, they've been telling me that, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? It's crazy. My whole life, they've been saying, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Oh, just shut up. Oh, just don't say nothing. And so now, when I reflect on everything that I believe, it's literally coming true. It was just only a matter of time. So now they're failing, and now they're seeing that. Now they're seeing it. But we're building a community over here, so we're gonna try to do the best we can to, like, you know what I'm saying, come together, right, and try to bring. You have to understand, man. The government does not want you to have a choice. They don't want you to have a choice to pick a different candidate to run the government. Their government is illegitimate. This is why they're saying Trump is like Hitler. I played the thing with Trudeau, bro. They don't want it. And the reason why, because the carbon tax, I'm going to be facing the carbon tax, right? Like so many of Ontarians, like people in Ontario and Canada, I think. But yeah, it's in Canada. I think the carbon tax is Canada. I got to take a look at that. Let me take a look at that, actually. Let me look at that for a second. I want to see if it's Canada or just Ontario. Hold on. Before we continue. Is it just Canada? Okay, carbon tax. Yeah, I think it's Canada because all the premiers came together saying that they didn't want you to. Okay, yeah, so it's all Canada. Okay, yeah, so everybody in Canada, pretty much.
Last year, we shared with you the story of Daoud.
Yeah, everybody in Canada will be facing the carbon tax, right? So you could be in Nova Scotia, right? You could be in Nova Scotia. You could be in Alberta. You can be in Canada. I'm in Ontario, so Nova Scotia, like wherever, Newfoundland. You could be anywhere. The carbon tax is going up, and so how you know the government is illegitimate is by in which you say, you know what, Paulie Pierre, I respected what he was doing. He says, listen, let's bring this carbon tax increase to the floor and see if we can vote on it. Right? Like, see if we can vote it. Trudeau and the Trudeau, the Liberal government, and the NDP said no. You don't get to vote on what we're telling you. That is a dictatorship, and I'm learning more about a plutocracy. That's the point. I'm learning more about what a plutocracy is, and I'll be, incorporating that. Yeah, those normies are all fake. I don't want anything to do with them. Me too, bro. You see me? I go to I just got back from the gym. I do listen. I put my listen. You know what I'm saying? I don't like. I guess I'm just gonna use the earbuds while I'm doing my workout. Okay, fine. I got one earbud in, and I just put one in. I just recently started doing it like 2 days ago, but I put one earbud in. I mean, I don't really need to, but I keep one out so I know what's going on around me so I can hear. And then I just do the car. It's great for cardio. Do my cardio. I do my weights, and then off I go. I don't say nothing to none of them. That's it. Simple as that. You live your normie life and see how it's working out. We know it's not working out. You know what I'm saying? The way that we like, I would think that uh the way we grew up like, okay, when you're outside, you be friendly with people. You say good morning to people. You know what I'm saying? You hold the door for people. You just be friendly. That's what Canadians were known for. That was all an illusion. That was all an illusion. Most Canadians today are angry, upset, and they're a disappointment to themselves and to their community. And so I don't want friendship with that. I'll just build my own thing. I'll just do my own thing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no morality or moral frameworks. They have no morality, no moral framework. And so what do? When you question what they believe, when they don't have an answer, they break down. They break down. So all of us that are listening, we're on the right side of history. We're winning in the battlefield of truth. You know what I'm saying? I have a clip by Tim Pool. He breaks it down even better than. Oh, by the way, let me put this up because I'm going to make a shorter to this. Okay? And I'll add Tim Pool on this video. Hold on a second. I seen this when I got off. Hold on a second. Okay. You guys are going to love this. This is what I was going to do tonight, but it's okay. We'll do it now and I'll make a short order of it. Okay. Here you go. Let me take my screen down. Okay. You want some content? I'll give you some. Here you go. So Drea did, as we segue, to move around for a second, right? Drea de Matteo blast conservative commentator Tim Pool after he called the Soprano star a hooker for joining OnlyFans. Stop taking shots at struggling. What's going on, Ken Masters? What's up, dog? Look, struggling single moms. Drea de Matteo blast conservative commentator Tim Pool after he called the Soprano star a hooker for joining OnlyFans. Stop taking shots at single moms. Drea, 52, joined OnlyFans last year amid financial struggles. Think about that, right? Tim Pool is one of the biggest conservative influences in the United States. I respect him. I like what he has to say. So, yada, yada, yada. Former Real Housewives of New York star Leah McSweeney, who has collaborated with Di Matteo on OnlyFans, also weighed in, telling Pool to F all the way off. Okay, so Pool is one of the most successful conservative commentators, yada, yada, yada. Okay, this is the lady here. And by the way, I agree with Tim Pool 1,000%. You know what? I agree with Tim Pool 2,000%. You know what? I agree with Tim Pool 10,000%. He's exactly right. And I made a comment under his tweet, his ex tweet. I was over there when I got off, and I made a comment. So we probably can come back tonight and do this and stream it and do some dating app content. Most likely, well, we'll see. But stay tuned and definitely hit the donation button, hit the like button. But the point is, this is his tweet. Okay, he says, "Women deciding to be hookers instead of having jobs is an arc I didn't expect feminism to take." He's 1,000% correct. He's 1,000% correct. I'll read it again. Women deciding to be hookers instead of having jobs is an arc I didn't expect feminism to take. Okay. A furious Mateo then fired back. Well, I'm glad at Timcast clarified that I'm a hooker and he's you can see it, right? She had to keep saving America with your big influential platform by taking cheap shots at struggling moms. Tough guy, super cool skater shit, bro. The Soprano star defiantly signed the post as the hooker of Hollywood. So if somebody calls me the N-word, right? I'm going to say, yes, I am the N-word and embrace them calling me. I'm going to say, no, I'm not the N-word. I'm going to correct them. But she agrees with it. So wouldn't Tim Pool be right? I think Tim Pool's right. Women that do OnlyFans, they are hookers. And you better wait. You really don't want me to come on the dating streaming service and call them that, because that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. You're a hooker. You radicalize weak-minded men, internet simps, to give you money. You're selling yourself. You have a price. So Tim Pool, to me, is correct. You can disagree if you want, but I think he's correct. It goes on to say Pool kept, it says clashing. Pool kept the clash going, running back. I don't see why it would be offensive to point out that selling sex on OnlyFans is hooking. That's what it is. What about pointing out that women are quitting their jobs to do sex work is the C word worthy? That's what they did. That's exactly what they're doing. Right? It says y'all should be proud of the work you do. Now, TBF, I never explicitly called you a hooker, because maybe you just post selfies on OnlyFans or something. But TBF, I am implicitly calling you and women who use OnlyFans hookers. And I agree with them. I agree with him 1,000%. Especially the women on dating streaming services. They're internet prostitutes, they're hookers, and they sell themselves. I'm not buying. No, thank you. No, thank you. I can spend my resources on a woman that has admiration, respect, has a self-awareness, and doesn't want to use her body to get money from weak-minded men that don't know what the program is. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I've been saying that for 4 years on this shit. Right? 52 doing OnlyFans. Could you imagine? And it's everybody else's fault not to point it out. That's why I said they don't want you to talk about it, right? He says, I'm glad Tim Class clarified that I'm okay. So he responded. I like his response. I was watching it yesterday. Really great response. I'll play that for you. But I agree with him 1,000%. And I don't care who don't like what I said, because that's what they are. They're hookers. Exactly what they are. And so me personally, I don't want to marry a hooker. No thanks. I will do what I'm doing now. You want to go show your coochie on the internet? Have fun. Have fun. Okay. You want to,
as a small business owner,
you want to talk to weak-minded males and tell them, hey, I'm just here for streaming. Put your tits up in the camera and whatever. Good for you. Guess what? We're going to make content, and we are going to call your bullshit out. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, here's this quote, which I really I liked it.
Get mad about. I'm not a conservative.
Influencer is a weird word, isn't
It
it?
is, right?
It is.
So let me tell you guys a story. I did a segment on it earlier, but actually, I'll just show you the tweet because they have it here. I tweeted. All right. There's a Barstool Sports story. Drea De Matteo made more in 1 month on OnlyFans than on The Sopranos. I responded, women deciding to be hookers instead of having jobs is an arc I didn't expect feminism to take. Now, to be completely honest, I thought that was actually kind of a benign tweet. I did not actually think I was tweeting anything largely inflammatory, though it did end up getting 4.5 million views. I guess I don't know the weight of my own tweet sometimes. My point was not to insult Drea in any way. I don't care what she does. And I didn't realize hooker was an insult. It's quite literally what they're doing on OnlyFans. I'm like, you are taking requests from men to post sexually suggestive content in exchange for money. I'm like, just because.
That's it. They're hookers. Simple.
Because we've changed the medium by which women can sell sex from the brothel to now over the phone, doesn't mean you're not a sex worker. And this is the funny thing. Everyone agrees they're sex workers. And I'm like, so they're hookers. I'm from Chicago. We just said hooker.
you have a very inclusive view of the word hooker,
I just thought it was a general term for a woman who engaged in sexual activity for money. But
that's what they're doing. They're selling themselves. So whoever, so like, number one, they're sellouts. Number two, they have a woke mind virus. Number three, they believe the narrative. They believe two men can have a baby. They believe men can lactate. They believe transgenders should be able to go to, they should be able to have drag queen story hour. They believe all this. They bring their kids to these things. They have no morality. They have no moral framework. I told you, I'm not interested in being their friends, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have disdain for them. I just disagree with their lifestyle.
They got real mad.
Well,
they got real mad. And so now you've got there's this woman with 1 million followers on Instagram. and she's attacking me. And Drea made this like big, long-winded post. I wonder if it's like
we watched it before the show.
Here we go. Look at this.
And we just all we could was laugh at the length of the post.
It's like she says that.
Don't even read it.
She says, I'm fake news. I'm holier than thou. I'm talking about not things that don't matter to this country. I'm a shill, you know, and she's like, I hope you never end up in a place like me, you know, where you have no choice but to become a hooker or whatever.
Yeah. She has no choice. Come on, man. This is
No choice, no choices.
And I'm just like,
wait,
I was homeless.
She's recognizing she's a hooker?
She didn't say hooker. I'm saying hooker.
Oh, okay.
She said, end up in a place like me where you choose to do this.
Okay.
And I'm just like, she says, Tim Pool. Not only did I not know the great Tim Pool was an expert on feminism and hookers. Yes, I didn't realize. Like, I'm going to go back to what I said because I think this is an extremely important point. I believe if you go back to the 70s, late 60s, and tell all these women the end goal of women in the workplace will be to get them to all quit and all become sex workers. They'd be like, what? No, it's disgusting. But there's story after story of, I was a nurse, but I make more money doing OnlyFans. I was a star on The Sopranos. I make more money doing OnlyFans. And I'm like, I didn't expect feminism to switch to just sell your bodies online to men for money.
And that's what they do, fellas. So guys like us that say, you know what, we're not gonna give our hard-earned money to women that are on dating apps because what? Because they sell their body on the internet? That's their skill? And remember, it's not all women. I've talked to really classy women that they don't think themselves like that. They carry themselves with a class, but not these ones. So what is the message to the younger generation, the younger females out there? Hey, if times get tough and you're struggling, sell your body on the internet for money. And we went over the stories, right, about the internet simps that want more. They want more than just giving you their hard-earned money. They want to interact with you. They want to get close to you. They want to sleep with you. They want a relationship. They want to marry you. And you just ignore this. You're just playing the strings of a fiddle. Have fun. Have a nice day.
Talked about it. This is the end of women in the workplace for a few years until men start using AI to make fake women and do it better than women, which is already happening. So that's where we're at now. And I don't know. I think.
Look, they wanted the right to work, and this is what they did with it. It's awful. I hate it here.
It is straight up like this is 100% women doing what women want. And then
I don't want to do.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. Individuals doing what individual women doing what individual women want, and then they don't like the way that someone else characterizes it or sees it or work.
Well, and she's acting like this is her only option. Like, that's what bothers me. She's like, I have no choices. I couldn't, have gotten my real estate licensing a job. I couldn't have, worked a medium tier job, whatever. Like I couldn't have worked in fast food. This was the only thing available to me. That's just a lie. Like that's not true.
The whole point is just breaking through like the facade that is held up though. This is the Lizzo's beautiful. You remind me of Lizzo, and someone gets upset about that meme. That's exactly what's going on here. It's sex work is real work, and this person's a sex worker, and then you call them the wrong name.
Right?
How dare you call me what I'm doing?
And then you're using the wrong.
He's right. How dare you call me what I'm doing? Remember I told you, if you criticize and you have that conversation, they're ashamed of themselves.
But then it's just about the fact that it is a term that is looked at as a derogatory term. That's all.
Imagine if the Homeland Security Agency investigated OnlyFans the way they do P. Diddy.
Oh, right. Because there was one woman on OnlyFans who the day she turned 18 at midnight had a whole bunch of posts appear, and everyone went, that means those posts were made when she was not 18, and that was the point. So I'll read some of this. She says, here's another mean-spirited, judgment, holier-than-thou mouthpiece who didn't even bother to research his subject before firing off his disdain. He sounds exactly like the full-blown lefties he lambasts. Okay, here's what I think. I polled Twitter. I said, do you think it's fair to call women who sell sexually suggestive photos on OnlyFans hookers? 84.3% said yes, with 34,865 votes. I also asked a few other questions. So apparently when Drea announced her OnlyFans, she did it with a nude photo. According to numerous news reports, she posts nude photos, and typically, I guess it's like sexually suggestive but fully clothed. And that's I'm like, I look, you're just all we're arguing now is degrees of being a hooker. Okay, you're a hooker, and everyone's arguing, yeah. But if you only are selling if men are requesting photos and you send them to them, you're not engaging in the physical activity, so you are hooking. But is it enough to call? Okay, now we're just arguing degrees. What's the point of this? I think the outrage here among so many of these women shows. Similar to what Phil's saying, it's the hypocrisy. It's where they say things like, Dylan Mulvaney is beautiful. And you go, you're so beautiful. You look just like Dylan Mulvaney. And then they cry. And then we've seen a bunch of posts where like a guy was like, I made my aunt cry because she's like this liberal. And I said she looks like a trans woman. She got really upset by it. Like they claim to be like they're beautiful, but if you call them that, they get angry. They claim to be like, I had to do this because, you know, and I'll go on podcasts and I'll tell everyone I'm doing it. And then I say something semi-tepid, like I didn't realize feminism was going to result in women choosing to be hookers. And she loses her mind because they deep down hate what they do. They regret doing it. They're ashamed of it.
Yeah, that's it.
No, many.
He's 1,000% right. I think Tim Pool's right, bang on. Deep down inside, they hate what they do. And they're ashamed of them. They're ashamed of themselves. And he's 1,000% right. I really believe this. Don't let them fool you guys. There's no point. They can't fool me. They can't fool me with their manipulations and their lies. No, absolutely not. So anyway, moving on. I just wanted to play that before I forget. I'm going to make it shorter of that. Here is the Coast Guard with official updates on the bridge and search and rescue. We're going to play that.
With that, I will turn it over to Lieutenant Colonel Palmer from the U.S. Coast Guard.
Good morning. My name is Lieutenant Commander Aaron Palmer from Coast Guard Sector Maryland National Capital Region. I'm the current acting chief of response for the sector. The Coast Guard's primary mission right now is search and rescue, looking for any survivors in the water. On scene, we currently have 3 small boats. We also have Coast Guard Cutter Mako, an 87-foot patrol boat. We have a helicopter from Air Station Atlantic City, and we're working with numerous federal, state, and local partners on scene on these search and rescue efforts. Thank you.
You go ahead and take any questions you have this time.
Okay, here, I don't know. There's a guy going off. I think it's food delivery guy in Toronto, some shit like that. I think it's funny. I won't let them talk to me. Okay, here's a boomer talking.
I live in a community called Stony Beach, which is the first community going south from the bridge. And we were awakened with what appeared to be an earthquake. And a
Duality,
rolling,
absolutely.
Sound of thunder.
It's so sad. When you
up
think about it,
we
it's
could look
sad,
out
bro.
our bedroom window and
That's
see
how you
the
live?
earth.
Really?
I couldn't see anything because of the darkness.
Crazy.
And a little bit later, got up again to check, and I saw some emergency lights in the area, and I decided to drive up because I'm the old dog chasing the fire truck, and came up here, and what was in progress was a multi-jurisdictional response to a disaster, basically.
Okay, so Francis Bridge. Hold on, let's see. I'm on X, one of my favorite platforms, like YouTube. Oh, I love this. I love this platform. Okay, Biden's talking. I don't care. Well done. Someone says, well done. Instead of giving Ukraine missiles and F-16s to destroy the Crimean bridge, they destroyed their own. This is solidarity. We hope this victim is in memory of the terrorist attack in Crocus City. I don't know what this is. Okay, so you got Biden. It says Joe Biden has okay, so we got Biden talking. And then it shows the bridge. What's this here? So this is okay. So here's a guy here, Maryland. Okay, we're gonna play this. Hear what this guy has to say. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe that we I'm telling you right now, every day you're gonna see crazy stories. Don't be fooled, man. Do your best to survive, man. That's it.
Everyone, this is a unthinkable tragedy. We have to first and foremost pray for all of those who are impacted, those families. Pray for our first responders and thank them, all of them working together, city, state, local, to make sure that everyone, this is a unthinkable.
Yeah, it is unthinkable. I can't believe that happened, man. You know, like that. This is a severe miscalculation. Severe miscalculation. It almost seems like they want it to happen. It almost seems like they want it to happen. Okay, let me see what else do we got. So yeah, I should be able to come back a little bit later. It's still a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? So we got video shows 2 vehicles being intentionally set on fire in Vaughan over the weekend. Cargo ship lost power and issued Mayday before hitting Baltimore's bridge, governor says. Canadian bridges are safe. Officials say the United States bridge ran by ship collapses. Yep. 10 programmers quit. Talks at Hawk. Dogman's workplace at festival announcement lineup. Man in his 20s airlifted to trauma center after vehicle crashed into the woods in Pickering. Canada Goose to reduce 70% of corporate workforce. Layoffs are coming. Suspects armed with knife burst into Oshawa Theater and released pepper spray, police say. Oh, man, there's so much news. Today is your news day, man. Today is your news day. Where we at? Okay, I'm trying to get into. So here we go. It says major disaster, injured sailor, Baltimore bridge collapse blocks 80 billion trade through port as Biden vows to move heaven and earth to fix it. 80 billion in trade? Wow. Wow. Expect the unexpected in this crazy, insane society. Okay, let's click on this. Right? We did the Diddy thing last night. We're doing the bridge thing today, and we're, I should be able to come back, do some more content, but right there it is there. So here we go. Francis Scott Key Bridge collapses, blocks 80 billion in cargo from moving through port. Major disaster. And I think more and more of this is going to happen. I don't want it to happen. When you listen, man, when you build your society and you don't love thy neighbor and you just have manipulations and lies and narratives being driven, bro, you're gonna have issues, man. I keep telling you, was this guy distracted on his phone? There's so many different things that could have happened. Maybe he was distracted looking at his phone. Was this false flag? Is this a psyop? It's all kind of different things, right? But the point is, you just don't know. So they're saying they're blocking key passage. Like ships can't go through here. Like where are they gonna go? You can't go through here, bro. You're not gonna go through here, man. Do we got sound on this? No sound. Right, but ships can't go through there. Okay, so I don't know, man. Maybe they're gonna clean it up in record time, maybe. But bridge collapsing in Baltimore. I never thought I'd be having a conversation about this. It's a miscalculation at the highest levels. So anyway, there's a video there. I can't imagine you're just driving home or going to work or whatever you're doing, and all of a sudden you're in the water. I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. And that's why I have the thumbnail. Society collapses. Literally. The collapse of the Baltimore Francis Scott Key Bridge is a major disaster that threatens to disrupt 80 billion in cargo that travels to and from one of America's busiest ports, experts said. The Port of Baltimore stands as the nation's leading import and export site for cars, light trucks, sugar, and I think that's Geisam, with a record 52.3 million tons of foreign cargo transported in 2023. The bustling port, however, has been rendered inaccessible by shipping vessels following the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge overnight, with shipping expert Loris Jensen, CEO of the Vespucci, I think that's how he said it, Maritime, warning of the economic impacts after officials offered no clear timeline on when the port will reopen. This is a major disaster, will create significant problems on the United States East Coast for United States importers and exporters. Bridge collapse will mean, for the time being, it will not be possible to get to the container terminals, or a range of the other port terminals in Baltimore. This is what they say. Yeah, he hit the support in the middle. Exactly. Look at that, bro. It's crazy, man. Yep. So, man, I never thought we would be going through any of this.
When sports betting online, play smart by OL.
Okay, so we got the. Additionally, this means the cargo already gated in the Baltimore terminals would have to either wait an unknown period for the sea lane to reopen, or be gated back and shifted to a different port. Wow. Wow. That's a bad look, man. It's a bad look, man. So, more chaos, more confusion, more drama. So it says Sean Diddy Combs' alleged drug mule arrested as feds intercept rap mogul's private jet. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, man. That's all I can say, man. Sean Diddy Combs' alleged drug mule arrested as feds intercept rap mogul's private jet in Miami. I guess this is the guy, man. Rapper Diddy's alleged drug mule was arrested at a Miami airport after federal agents raided the singer's Florida and California homes. Brandon Paul, 25, was arrested Monday at Opa-locka Airport. The feds intercept Diddy's plane. It was booked on one count of possession of suspected cocaine and suspected marijuana candy. Diddy was spotted at the same airport at 3 p.m. Monday, talking on his phone, according to TMZ. He has now been arrested or questioned by federal authorities at this stage. Both charges are considered felonies in Florida. The drugs were found inside Paul's travel bags, according to the paperwork viewed by TMZ. I think TMZ is the feds. Let me say this again. I think TMZ is the feds. I think TMZ is literally CIA or FBI. Quote me and stamp that one. That's my opinion. He was arrested after they tested the suspected narcotics. Bro, he's going out sad, man. He's going out sad in this country, bro. He's going out sad. He has since been bailed out of jail. Paul was named as a mule, and Rodney Jones's complaint against Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs. And this is Paul here. Wow. Combs has been accused of. Okay, yeah, we know about that. That's crazy. That is crazy. I really believe so Donald Trump's media company surged 50% in Wall Street debut. That's good. Prince Harry name dropped in bombshell 30 million sex trafficking lawsuit against Sean Diddy. Prince Harry? Wow. What does Meghan say? Wow. Bro, the mask is off. The mask is completely off. Illegal immigrant allegedly kills Michigan woman in carjacking gone wrong. Carjacking gone wrong. Told you they don't follow our laws. Have I not been saying this? They don't follow our laws. Here we go. Illegal immigrant allegedly kills Michigan woman in carjacking gone wrong. An illegal immigrant from Mexico has been accused of killing a 25-year-old Michigan woman in a drunken carjacking attempt and is awaiting arraignment on an open murder charge. Ruby Garcia, 25, of Grand Rapids, was found dead with apparent gunshot wounds on the southbound lanes, United States 131, about 11:40 p.m. Friday. Although Michigan State Police have not released information about a suspect in custody, he was identified by the Midwesterner as Brandon Ortiz Vite, 25-year-old illegal immigrant from, I think that's Pablo, Mexico. I think I might have pronounced that wrong. Pablo, Mexico. Told you, they don't follow our laws, man. Right? They don't follow our laws, man. Right? So this modern woman, like, that's what these illegal immigrants will do. They're going to attack the women of this country. And the women don't see that? Okay. All right. Okay. What else do we have? Here we go again. NYC begins handing out prepaid debit cards to migrants in controversial program. So they're handing them out their cards. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna come back. You guys enjoy this broadcast, and we will stream it